All right, here goes that closing bell. It is 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern, October 30th. I am Jonathan van Clute with Stock Navigators. If you like these videos, if you enjoy our daily pre-market and post-market analyses, please do subscribe, comment, let us know what you like, what you don't like, what you'd like to see, and be sure to give us a like on the video as well. But if you subscribe, you will get automatically notified every morning and every afternoon when we are preparing to go live. So look forward to those announcements coming into your inbox. All right. Well, today was a kind of a sideways day, really. We, for the most part, on the S&P 500 anyway, kind of went sideways to slightly higher, but it seems to be, in my opinion, some interesting things brewing. We're definitely digesting the big bet down move that we've had over the last couple of weeks. We've gone down just so far. Navigator is showing very oversold, and we have kind of bounced off this buy zone down here in the 2640 or so range. We bounced hard off of kind of the middle area of the zone yesterday, and today we bounced off the top of that zone and are kind of looking to creep up higher. We're heading up to this descending trend line here. Still need to break that to see any real significant bullish sentiment coming in, but it's creeping up that way. On an intraday basis, you can see here we were in the value zone the entire day, really. In fact, we're still there right now, but we have crept up right to the top of the 60-minute box. So that is promising. Navigator has also just gone green. That is kind of a big deal. That actually just happened at the close. So I was waiting to see a 60-minute green Navigator show itself. So there is some potential for maybe a bounce brewing. Of course, we've still got to overcome the recent highs here. We've got to get over that. That is our line right now to cross, and it's looking like we're going to attempt to do that, but we've got that whole sell zone there. You can see the pink lines there. So there's a lot of overhead stuff that is going to have to get over. So we are kind of sandwiched right between the buy zone and the sell zone right now, drifting higher, and a little bit of bullishness creeping in, but we'll see if that can hold long term. Let's take a look at crude oil and see what happened in the oil market today. So we're still just riding that channel. No big surprise. It seemed most likely that that was what was going to be happening. So on a daily basis, we're just bouncing around back and forth between this channel. It is a rising channel, though, so the overall trend is definitely up. There's no question about it that we're seeing higher highs and higher lows. So right now, we poked down a little bit. We appear to be kind of making a move towards the bottom of the channel. That would sort of fit with the previous pattern. Obviously, on the shorter term intraday, we broke below the much shorter term channel that was here, and broke below, bounced up to test it. The test appears to have held, and it's now holding below that channel. So we will be looking for, if you're a bear, that is, you'll be looking for a downside break of this level here, which also just coincidentally happens to be the box right at the bottom of the 60-minute box. So that is what we're looking at if you're a bear. Navigator is, of course, red as it is already, 60-minute. So that is a good thing for the bears. There is already some bearish momentum happening, and on the daily basis, Navigator is definitely quite red as well. So there's a lot to be said for the bearish camp at the moment. It's going to take a significant push to reverse this and get some bullish strength coming in. So right now, it seems to me that the winning team is the bears when it comes to crude. In the gold market, also channeling. Gold is just bouncing around back and forth between this daily channel here. And today, not a whole heck of a lot happened on a daily basis. We just drifted slightly below this little sort of flag. You could almost call it a flag pattern, kind of a channel here that's been happening. You can see it better on the 60-minute. It's much more visible here, and we broke below it. And this is actually very similar to crude. In fact, it's almost identical to crude. We broke below the channel, popped up above it, and test held, and we've now held below the channel. So again, just like crude, we got to take out this low to see continued bearish sentiment, which also happens to be the box, the bottom of the 60-minute box. Now, 60-minute Navigator is very red, so we have bearish sentiment rather. already going on there. And on the daily basis, however, we have bullish navigator. So we have a little bit of mixed signals at the moment. Navigator on the daily basis is up. So, what to do about gold? Well, depends on who you are and what kind of trader you are. If you are a long-term trader, well, right now the long-term trend at the moment is still up. We still have higher highs and higher lows. So until that pattern is broken, well, your long-term trend is up. But intraday, right this moment anyway, the trend is down, which would fit with a market recovery. If we get even just a strong bounce, we might retrace a chunk of this here. Maybe we retrace half of it or so, and we end up somewhere. Whoops, kind of a curved line somewhere down, 1210-ish, maybe something like that is not inconceivable. But we've really got to just see how the overall market does, because gold has certainly been reacting in reaction to, or moving in reaction to the broader market lately. Let's take a peek at Bitcoin. Really nothing of note today. Bitcoin has just gone sideways. There's really nothing much happening. We did peak below the box, so there is a little bit of bearishness coming in here. And obviously, I mean, no big surprise, the Navigator has been red anyway, but it is trending upwards. So Navigator's trying to get a little bullishness in there, but until it can cross above that zero line there, we're still bearish. And Navigator on the daily basis is still red, 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 red. So we're looking, if you're a bear, you're looking for a break of this trend line here, and ultimately to take out these lows here. That is going to be your sign that there is bearishness coming into to Bitcoin. Oops, trying to get that. There we go. And if you are a bull, well, there's a big long road ahead of you, because you've got to get over this buy or sell zone rather here, and you've got to get over this sell zone here. And if Bitcoin can manage to do that, then the next test after that is going to be up overhead. Is going to be way up here. So that's the kind of plan of attack. Is it's got to take out each of these sell zones, and then it has a chance to work on this level here. But that's a long road. There's a lot ahead of it to get there. But then again, I mean, it's crypto. It can move like crazy when it finally decides to move. So if this is in fact just kind of coiling up, preparing for a move, and maybe we get it when it squeezes in this wedge here, and maybe it pops one way or the other. But if that is going to be the case, then the likely outcome is going to be when it pops, it's going to move. Crypto has a tendency to do that. So you're going to want to keep a sharp eye on this low here, and see what happens with that. But for bullishness to happen, really, we got to see Navigator across the zero line. We got to see this trend continue, which, I mean, it certainly is trying. And there's certainly no short of interest in crypto, interest in Bitcoin. So there's a lot of buyers out there, and it seems that there's a lot of buyers down here in the 6,200-ish range down in there, because definitely when it got down there, they bought it back up in a hurry. So we'll see. We'll have to just see how that all plays out. Right now, unfortunately, if you're a Bitcoin bull, things are bearish. Definitely the bears are winning the day at the moment, but that could change at any moment. So just have to wait and see. Now, let's take a look at natural gas for our friend William, who requested it this morning. Sorry about not noticing that in the chat, William. Sorry that I missed that while I was doing this morning's preview. But we'll take a look at it this afternoon and see what happened. I know we did talk in the private chat just a little bit about it anyway, and looks like, just as I was talking about, it tested that upper trend line, but that test did not hold on the 60-minute basis. That test failed, and down it went. And that was kind of all there was to say about that. It headed downward and tested this range here. So, this little congestion area here acted as support, and it just bounced right off of it. So right this moment, Navigator on the 60-minute is bullish. On the daily is very bullish, although it's trending down. So it could be that we're trying to make a push down below the zero line. There's two major zones to watch out for at the moment in natural gas. We've got this sell zone up here overhead, and we've got a buy zone down here, which has been kind of acting as just congestion all over the place for quite some time. So this is kind of not drawn in the right place. I'm thinking this was from a different time frame. Probably should just roughly about there. I won't try to pinpoint it right now, but you get the idea. There's a sell zone up above, a buy zone down below. But if you're talking about your trade zones, right now we are in the upper or the upper trend zone, rather, not trade zone, trend zone. We are in the upper trend zone. So the place to be looking to be is on the short side at the moment, especially because on a 60-minute basis anyway, this descending trend line is holding as resistance. So playing the short side is probably where you want to be at the moment. Intraday, however, you've got a buy zone, a shorter term buy zone coming up down here. So you probably don't watch yourself when natural gas, if it continues to move downward lower and it gets to this level, just watch yourself. Maybe if it bounces, take your profits if you're on the short side. If you're a bull, you're looking to get over that trend line first. That is the very first thing that has to happen. And then it just systematically has to start taking out the various highs. And then we can see if some good bullish momentum continues there. If it can break above this sell zone here, that's the most significant near-term sell zone. And that's what natural gas is going to need to get over in order to be able to try to start testing other highs like this area here. And then ultimately way up there, but it's got a long fight to get up that high. So that's not going to be happening anytime real soon. But we are heading into winter, so it is possible that this is a start of some higher highs and higher lows. Maybe we see that, but we got to break this sell zone first. That is really what we're looking to happen if you're a natural gas bull. So, and if you're a bear, of course, you're looking to get through this sell zone, or excuse me, through this buy zone, looking for Navigator to turn red. If Navigator can cross the zero line, then we'll get some more bearish momentum moving in, and then probably look to test this buy zone down here. And that's probably a good target if you're on the bear side of natural gas, is somewhere down in that range. That pretty much covers everything that I have to talk about. So that is our market for the day. I hope you have found this video enjoyable, entertaining, educational, who knows what. But if it was useful to you in any way, shape, or form, and you'd like to see more, please do give us a like. Give us a subscribe if you'd like to be kept notified of when these videos are going live, as well as a lot of other content we've got coming up in the very near future. And of course, give us a comment if there's anything you'd like to say about this, if there's anything you'd like to see, anything you want us to do differently or do more of, do less of, anything at all. Any feedback you've got, by all means, I would love to hear it. I am here to help you with your trading and your understanding of the markets. So hopefully I'm doing that. Let me know anything that you would like to see done differently. That is it for me for today. I had a great trading day. I hope you did as well. I look forward to chatting with you again tomorrow morning, 5:45 a.m. Pacific, 8:45 a.m. Eastern. I will be here. Until then, good trading, everybody.